Hook up or hang up.
It is Y107 Morning Show. Cosmo and Lauren, and now Rachel joining the cast of the show this morning. Thanks to the Silver Ball Arcade Bar Hotline. Hello, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey, I can't believe this is happening. Never in my wildest dreams did I expect to be on the air with you guys. This is so cool.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Not the best circumstances for it, but still glad that you're enjoying it. What is going on with Matt?
You know, I don't know. He just vanished. I mean, we went on a date, and we were talking pretty much every other day until I stopped hearing from him altogether.
I mean, so it sounds like it went well, right? I mean, if you guys were still talking after the date a lot like that.
Yeah, it went great. I mean, we had really interesting conversations. We were laughing a lot. I mean, he even asked me about my hair, which was a first for me because usually guys don't notice that sort of thing, but he did. It was really, he's so cute.
Okay, so very attentive and wow.
In tune.
In
Yeah.
tune.
Is
Yes.
a phrase I like to use. So then what's wrong? What went wrong? Can you think of anything?
I don't know. Our conversations were so good, and I mean, I guess the last thing we were talking about was some show on Netflix, and he said he'd watch it, and then I never heard from him again.
Have you, well, I already know that you have. You've stalked social media. Have you seen anything weird or?
No, of course I did, but no, he doesn't really post. I mean, he didn't really post before either, and so you can't really go off of that, unfortunately.
Right. Okay.
So anything that was said on the date that you can think of that may help us here? Because we're going to call him.
I mean,
you still want us to call him, right? Obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. He did say that he had gotten out of a relationship about a year ago and that she had recently reached out to him. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but he was totally reassuring that, you know, she's out of the picture. He wants nothing to do with her, you know, yada, yada, yada. He seemed sincere about it.
Sure.
So I don't know.
That's certainly a red flag if she reached
Yeah.
out, but who knows what means what?
But not necessarily.
No, not at all.
So, okay, is there anything else? Like, if it's not that, what else do you think it could be?
Well, you know, we met on Bumble, so that's always a possibility that he met someone else in the meantime. I've had several matches pop up, but I just didn't pursue them because I thought
you had a really
I didn't
cool
have to.
chance with Matt here.
Sure.
Yeah, obviously, because your conversation was going. Well, Rachel, we'll call him and see his side of things here and to get an explanation, or at least try to, and see where this goes, okay?
Sounds good.
Hook up or hang up.
It's Y107. This is Hook Up or Hang Up, and the Silver Ball Arcade Bar Hotline. We had Rachel on just a second ago, Lauren. She met Matt on Bumble. Seemed to really hit it off. They connected well on the date and even talked after for quite a while.
Kind of almost seemed like they were like making plans too, because he was like, "Oh, that show sounds cool. I'll watch it," in the hopes of like, "Oh, we can discuss it someday."
Yeah.
But then they didn't discuss it.
Yeah, after
because he never came back.
Several days of back and forth calls and texts, he has completely ghosted her. So we're calling Matt right now, seeing if we can see why he's ghosted and maybe get him to go out again, and we'll pay for a second date.
Hello?
Hi, is this Matt?
Yeah, this is Matt. What can I do for you?
Well, this is Lauren and Cosmo from the Y107 Morning Show. First question, can we record? Can we record this call?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. Did I win something? Or are you guys calling to tell me I'm going to like Hawaii or something? Because that'd be amazing.
Yes, you're going to Hawaii.
Is that a nice joke,
No.
Cosmo?
Huh?
Is that a nice joke?
No, it's not a nice joke. It's kind of funny, though.
You need to apologize to Matt.
Hawaii. You're not going to Hawaii.
That didn't sound like an apology. That was just a statement, Cosmo.
Just saying. Don't get
okay.
people's hopes up and then dash them. But
No.
we do want to ask you. We
Yes.
we want to ask you about a date that you went on with Rachel, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, would you be interested in seeing her again?
Well, I mean, we had a great time. She's really down to earth. We had a lot of fun. The conversation never slowed. Like, we laughed through the whole day. We had a really great time. You know, I'm not opposed to going out with her again. Like I said, she's a really fun person. And yeah, I think we had a great time.
Okay. So let me ask you then, guy to guy here, then why haven't you asked her out again? If all that seemed to go so well.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I see where this is going, and, that's fair. Look, this is not her fault. I just can't seem to get this out of my head. She looks identical to my ex. Like, it's almost uncanny. And part of me is a little bit worried that I swiped on this to go out with her because she looks so much like my ex. Like, even her hairstyle. Like, she got really excited that I complimented her hair, that I noticed her haircut. And mostly it was just how similar it was to my ex's. And I was like, okay, so almost everything about this woman reminds me of the woman who basically wrecked my life.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is,
Yeah.
it's like a mental block here. Like there's.
Oh, 100% it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my ex, she absolutely put me through such hell and honestly, because it was so miserable for me, it kind of surprises me now that we're sort of like examining it, why I would go without with someone that looks just like her.
Okay.
I don't know.
But-
But, I mean,
But what she looks like isn't Rachel's fault.
Correct. No, you're right. It's not her fault because, I mean, I was drawn to my ex for the same thing. I find her very attractive. She's a beautiful woman. But, it's not her fault. It's not fair. But sometimes in life, things just aren't fair. I cannot separate the two girls in my head because they look so much alike.
yeah. And I get that. I don't know if they sound alike or not, but let's hear Rachel's voice because she's here on the phone, Matt.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Here.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Rachel.
Wow. Okay, that seems... Well, first of all, you have excellent taste, but that seems so shallow, right? I mean...
Yeah, it is.
Was my personality... I mean, how are our personalities? Isn't that what we tell everybody that's what really matters, or
Yes.
what?
And you are an absolutely amazing human being, and that's just it.
Yeah.
That's the part that makes me so conflicted, because hanging out with you is an amazing time, and I am clearly attracted to you. It's just, it is one of those things, okay, you know how they say that men are so visual? Seeing you reminds me of her, and her memory connects me to all these terrible feelings and lack of trust and how many times that she did terrible things to me and cheated on me and said terrible things to my closest friends about me behind my back. And I know none of that is you. In my head.
No, it's not. Like,
No.
well, when we talk, when we talk on the phone, when you're not looking at me, like, what is it like for you then? Like,
Oh, it's great.
I
We
don't
have an
understand.
amazing time. But whenever
Yeah.
I see your picture, when I see your face, when I see you in person, it's one of those things where I can't separate the idea of you, this amazing woman new to my life, versus the idea of her, the one who literally came in and made my life hell for 2.5 years.
I
Right.
see. Well, when did you make this discovery? Because why is it now that...
Yeah.
I'm hearing
she
about this
recently
on the
got
radio.
back in touch with me. That
Yeah, no, I know.
thing.
Okay,
And
that triggered
I
you.
mean, I didn't exactly volunteer to come on the radio.
No,
I
I
was a
know.
little bit
It's just you
hijacked.
weren't... Yeah, well, you weren't exactly being forthcoming about any of that, and it was confusing. And,
You're right.
it would have taken a text to be like, you look like my ex, bye.
Well,
Would
I mean-
I have been in better shape for doing that?
No.
I mean, at
No.
least I'd have known.
well,
So
Rachel.
I've been going through everything. For the past week, I've been going through, like, anything that I could have possibly done wrong, and I didn't do anything. I've been putting myself through hell. I've been putting myself through hell. That's not fair.
You're right. It's not fair. It's not. And you're great. Like, you're amazing. And yeah, I should
I know.
have been more forthcoming. It's just, what do you, I don't do conflict well. I can tell anything to a stranger. I mean, I listen to these guys on the radio every morning, so it's easy for me to tell them, but I didn't expect you to be listening. It's different whenever the person you're talking about is actually in the room. Really.
So, guys,
Okay, well,
it really sounds to me like there just isn't any hope for this one. Am I right?
It's going to be hard to get past.
yeah, no, I need somebody who's going to tell me things straight up. I don't mess with any of this games crap. No.
Okay.
To end this on a good note, I always thought Rebecca was a 10.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, I mean,
So, Rachel, you're a 10
if
too.
there is something nice to be
Oh my
said.
God,
I
the
know.
names are even
Rebecca.
similar. Rebecca and Rachel. Was this a Friends episode? The one where she looks like Rachel. Like, wait, what?